Minister of Natural Resources and Environment, Mr. Robert Prasad, honorable ministers of the government, distinguished members of the diplomatic corps, colleagues from the UN, special invitees, members of the media, good morning, bonjour, buenos dias, bonjour, good morning. It is my great pleasure to be a part of this important event to launch the Guyana Shield Facility. On behalf of the United Nations Development Programme, UNDP, I would like to extend my warmest welcome to all of you and thank you for your attendance to this event. As most of you are aware, the GSF is a multi-donor funding facility set up by the Commission of the European Union and UNDP for the conservation and sustainable development of the Guyana Shield ecoregion. The UNDP Guyana is a direct implementation mechanism for the GSF, which utilizes a coherent fiduciary framework to channel the contributions from donors, development agencies, governments, and the civil society toward the protection of Guyana Shield ecoregion. I am told that the high ecological values of the largely intact ecosystems of the Guyana Shield ecoregion and its high potential for the provision of ecosystem services to humanity make it an attractive ecoregion for delivery of innovative finance in REDD+ schemes, payment for ecosystem services, and other emerging opportunities under the multilateral environment agreements and other similar mechanisms. We commend the significant contribution from the European Union that has enabled the UNDP to implement preparatory activities between August 2010 and December 2011 that resulted in the creation of national ownership of the GSF, recognition of the GSF as an ecological framework for conservation and sustainable development, broad-based stakeholder support for the GSF, setup of the GSF governance structure, and further resource mobilization. To date, 4 countries have formally endorsed the GSF: Brazil, Amapa State, Colombia, Guyana, and Suriname. And we are working on an MOU with French Guyana for their participation in the GSF to tackle transboundary environment problems. We are committed to supporting efforts to bring on board the other Guyana Shield states in Brazil and Venezuela. The Guyana Shield ecoregion regional priority setting, or PSW process, which has its origins in Paramaribo in April 2010, was revisited in October 2011 when key stakeholders were brought together in a workshop setting to identify new priorities for conservation. We now have a better understanding of the ecosystem services, hotspots, and the conservation priorities for the Guyana Shield ecoregion. During the GSF project implementation, we will continue to work with our partners towards a PSW plus 10 and the promotion of the GSF as an ecoregional mechanism at Rio Plus 20 and other international and regional forums. The day-to-day management of the GSF is carried out by the GSF Secretariat, based at UNDP Guyana. The Secretariat coordinates with all Guyana Shield UNDP country offices to ensure that UNDP safeguards and standards are applied to the management of the GSF project. Oversight of project implementation is provided by a Regional Advisory Board, RAB, constituted by members of the broad-based national multi-stakeholders steering committees, UNDP, and donors. In December 2011, the Government of Netherlands and UNDP signed a co-financing agreement. I take this opportunity to thank the Government of Netherlands for the generous contribution and encourage other potential donors to contribute to the GSF. Over the next 3 years, the GSF will support the implementation of project activities through a verified approach, one through national or state government agencies, and another through civil society organizations and community-based organizations. For the latter, access to funding will be through directed participation in government-proposed projects, as in the case of Colombia, or a call for proposals. Today, I wish to inform you of the availability of the GSF call for proposals for those countries that wish to use it. Grants will be awarded to those winning proposals that are aligned with the national priorities of the participating countries. The call for proposals is applicable to all participating countries, and a country at the level of the National Multi-Stakeholder Steering Committee may opt not to participate in the call for proposals. When a country opts for the call for proposals, the GSF will launch it in that country. More information on the call for proposals can be obtained from the GSF Secretariat. I invite interested persons to contact the Secretariat staff members who are here with us today. The UNDP is committed to ensuring the sustainability of the GSF beyond the life of the current project, which ends in December 2014. To this end, the UNDP has initiated consultations with the Amazon Cooperation Treaty Organization, ACTO, and other potential regional institutions on the future of the GSF. I wish to record my appreciation to the government of Guyana for its support to the emerging ACTO-UNDP collaboration, and I call on other ACTO member countries to support this collaboration. By next year, UNDP hopes to have a signed agreement with a suitable regional institution to take on the management of the GSF from January 2015. In concluding my remarks, I would like to thank you again for your participation in the event today. UNDP looks forward to continuing collaboration with all stakeholders in the implementation of the GSF. Thank you very much.